Good morning and welcome to Westminster, our Search Sunday experience this morning. I have some very exciting news for you guys, so stay tuned and check this out with me. Today we launch our Think Orange curriculum. What does it mean to think orange? Think orange means that we are going to take the yellow of the church, that Jesus is the light of the world, and we're going to combine that with the love and heart of the family, and that represents red. And we're going to take the red of the family and the yellow of the church, being Jesus, the light of the world, and we're going to put those together so that we can learn to think orange. What that means is we're going to take the love our family has, that we know it's the best place for discipleship to happen, and we're going to combine that with our love for Jesus, and together we are going to reach our kids, and we're going to reach our neighbors and their kids in ways we never have before. For the month of June, the rest of June and July, we are going to be focusing on this life virtue of faith. Faith, trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. We can't see God with our own eyes, but we can grow in our faith when we focus on who He is and what He has done. That's why we are going to get better at learning how to focus. We're going to learn to take a closer look at God's Word together. When we take a closer look, we learn to trust in what we can't see because of what we can see. In the New Testament, there were many eyewitnesses. Those were people that got to walk with Jesus, hear everything He said, even eat with Him, see all the miracles He did, and you know what? They even saw Him die and rise again. And after He was alive, they got to talk with Him and meet with Him and hang out with Him. And the best part is, they wrote it all down in the Bible, God's Word, so that we too can have the ability to see and hear and understand everything that they saw, heard, and understood. So for June and July, we are going to learn to focus and take a closer look so our faith can grow. You know, the older I get, the more I hate to admit this, but I am literally having a harder and harder time reading things that are small font. In fact, even when I print my scripts, I am printing them in bigger and bigger font so I can read them from far away. Because I can't get my eyes to focus anymore. I can't get to be able to see clearly. And so, although these aren't real, we will pretend that when I put on my glasses, I can see better, I can focus more. Things that were blurry or confusing or misunderstood or caused me to have a lot of questions before, when I focus, guess what? I can see. Things become clear. And you know what? A lot of times, my questions are answered because I have been able to focus. That's right. So this summer, I want to get into God's Word with you guys, and I want us to learn how we can focus our attention and take a closer look so that our faith can grow by looking at these eyewitness accounts of many people throughout the New Testament. Now I would like to really speak a little word to the parents for a minute so that they understand how very best to use our brand new curriculum, and it can use it to your advantage and to your parents' advantage to create awesome God conversations in your home. So you're going to open this block note email that says to you, Surge Kids, New Digital Sunday School Class Experience. The first thing you're going to come across, which I haven't inserted because I'm making it right now, is going to be this exact video that you're going to be watching. And it's going to explain to you about our curriculum and also explain to you about everything else you're going to see on this block note experience that you will now be having sent to you every single Sunday morning for your class away from church. After you scroll past my video, you're going to come across this video. And if your Surge kiddo has been a part of our Wednesday night program before, this person will look familiar to them. He's one of our main storytellers out of the Orange curriculum. The awesome thing about this video right now is the Orange is piecing together everything for us. So you're going to start off this video when you press it, and you're going to have an awesome fun song to sing with motions. You're going to hear the story, you're going to have another song, and it's going to have our bottom line, which always is in every single lesson. If you're a Surge kid, which is 1st through 4th grade, you're going to always have a bottom line for every single week. That's going to be your take home that you're going to want to say over and over and over throughout that week. You're also going to see it come up in other ways. At the bottom of this, when we scroll up again, is going to be a picture of your parent cue guide. This is to cue up the parents as to what you're supposed to say and do in our lesson after you've watched the video together. You can look directly on your screen at this picture, or below this you're going to see is a PDF of the parent cue, a PDF of the God time sheet, and a PDF of the take-home page for the parent. So these are the three things that you're going to see. Let me show them to you. You will be able to print this out, or again, look at the picture. This is your parent guide for the Sunday morning lesson after you've watched the video together. It gives you an activity you can do. In this case, you're going to need Play-Doh. It gives you a few questions to ask about the Bible story, and it also gives you a prayer. On the side, it's going to give you the Life app, and our Life app, of course, like we already said, is the app of faith for the rest of June and the month of July. It tells you where to find our Bible story in the book of Acts, and it also is going to give you that bottom line like we were talking about. And today's bottom line is knowing Jesus can help you face your fears. What a great thing to talk about over and over throughout the week. So this is really going to help you as a parent to wrap up the rest of your Sunday morning time. With the questions that are here, those questions are also going to be a part of the Google form, so you can still fill that out and submit that for 10 points. It's going to have these questions on the parent guide. It's also going to have a few extra questions as well, because I love to drive home the relevancy of each of our lessons with questions. Also at the bottom of that flock note is going to be the PDF for what we call the God time sheet. God time is so awesome because you know what? We are trying to help our students move from Sunday God conversations to every single day God conversations in our homes and in our lives. What I love about this is you're going to get to drive home what they learned on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, or whatever 4 days in the week you want to do it. It's a 4-day devotion. One little quick one for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and 4 days. This would be an awesome thing to print out and do. And if you do, take a snapshot of what you've done, text it to Miss Amy, and I will give you 5 more points toward STORE. So we got 10 points for the questions. You get 5 points for your God time sheet, and then also learn that verse. The verse is going to be also at the bottom of your flock note. Take a look at this. So you have your PDF of the parent guide. You have our PDF of the GT, that's God time sheet. That's the devotion that you can do throughout the week that focuses back on what you learned on Sunday. And then you're going to have the parent cue, which I'm about to go over with you parents. And then at the bottom is going to be your verse, okay? The verse is also on the parent guide. It's also on your God time sheet, so you have lots of chances to learn the verse for the month. And of course, learn that verse, and you also get 5 more points, all right? So we're talking 10 points for Google Forms, 5 points for the God time sheet, and 5 points for the verse. That's 20 points a week leading up to our next STORE. This is for parents. Parents, you have this wonderful parent cue page that you get. Again, this is a quick little recap of what you learned this week. I like to put it in my car or maybe put it at the dinner table. It's going to tell you for something you can do with your kiddo. It's going to focus on those key times we have conversations. This one says bedtime, but there's mealtime and there's drive time that are also going to be on there when you are doing these sheets. Then on the back is going to have a wonderful article written specifically for the elementary age parent, that 1st through 4th grade window of that phase and stage of your student's life. And here's the final announcements I have for you. If you are watching this on our YouTube channel with our church, and you're like, oh, Bums, how am I going to get the curriculum because I do not go to this church, or I have not gotten the flock notes from Amy with West Kids? You just need to email me. If you will email me that you want to continue to get the curriculum and be a part of our classes, our digital experience on Sunday mornings, we want you to be a part of it. You don't have to live in Medford, Oregon to do that, or you don't have to go specifically to Westminster to do that. If we're offering something that your church isn't, Even if you're in our area or not in our area, we want to make sure you're still connected because it's very important that your family keep growing your relationship with Jesus during this time. And if we can be a resource and a help for that, then we want to do that. Please let me know, and I'm going to add you to our system to make sure you continue to get these links to build your God conversations and have these resources available to you in your home. Finally, before you go on to watch your video this morning, I know this is long, I want to make sure that if you are regularly part of our Westminster family and you want to get one of these backyard Bible school kits, the VBS kits that we're going to be putting together, please take time to answer that survey that I sent out this week, because it's going to let me know that you want to be a part of it, and then I can start assembling those. This is for anybody in our community in the Medford area in which we can get one of these into your hands, because again, we want your summer to be awesome and memorable, but most importantly, we want your faith in Jesus to be growing.